It's X-Men March, bitches.
So now, ladies and bitches, it's the last one of this month. Deadpool and Wolverine. It's I'm a big fan of Logan, and I remember the film Logan, and I remember them saying, we're gonna bring Hugh Jackman back." He had a great send off, but fuck it, we're gonna bring him back. And I was like, nah, please don't. I was very apprehensive about the whole thing. But I was seeing it in the theater, and I hate seeing things in the theater. I actually had a good time, and they kind of won me over right away, because you see the shot right there, right? That's the X thing that X24, I think, takes the cross and makes it into X. So it's the grave of Wolverine, and it just uses his Deadpool uses his body to just fight off this time travel, whatever dimension for people. It's so over the top with what, not Backstreet Boys, but some other fucking band like that in the background. My sister listened to all those shitty bands in the anyway. So they go so over the top that it immediately won me over. So and I've seen Logan lately, like a couple of days ago, whatever it was, and the ending still works, even though this happens. So, yeah. I gotta say one thing, though. I never was a fan of the anchor being thing. The worst part about this film, which I do think I love, I really enjoyed it. It reminded me of a 80s buddy comedy, 24 hours and those good old days. But lethal with whatever. But the whole there's a multi-dimension, and there's these people in the office, and I know people say, that has something to do with Loki series. I never liked the Loki character. I think the Loki character, little rant about the Loki character. Just because the Loki character is good in one film and bad in another, and good in the one film and bad in another, doesn't mean it's a good character. It's just, you know. But I saw a couple of episodes, and I know that it's the same kind of office, but that is, all the whole multiverse thing, the Spider-Man multiverse cartoons. I don't. I never liked the multiverse aspect, but especially not the anchor being thing, where they in this office watch like it is a film, like, because Wolverine is dead now, is the anchor being of that universe, and then the universe going to collapse because of that. And I see him on screen, him dying, and people are crying. I think that's a bit no. But Deadpool dancing after some boy band from the 90s and using Wolverine's body to kill a bunch of people, that's fine. That's all right. That's fun. But that scene where they're crying and seeing that, I never liked that. I never liked that. All right. It sold me. Yeah, I remember me in the movie theater that it sold me right away. This is one of the best openings ever. This is so much fun. I'm very curious about what they're gonna do with the X-Men forwards towards MCU and everything. Very curious. I'm not a huge MCU guy, but I'm sort of curious about all the characters and how they're gonna put it into one film. Also, I want to state that now Deadpool has a fucking interview with Hulk Hogan, or what is it first? Hulk Hogan? Hogan? And you heard the theme for the first time. It's not the best thing ever, but it's a theme. It is a theme, though. So. Early on in this interview, they state the arc. Early on, like, all right. So Hulk Hogan says to Deadpool that, you need You want to be a part of the Avengers because you need to be a part of the Avengers because you need it. The Avengers are the Avengers because people need them. That's a joke. There's a guy in with a ball and a giant big beard. Deadpool 2. He was at the bar, the mercenary bar, and he started talking to Deadpool because his lady just died. Something blah blah blah. And then Deadpool says to him, "No more speaking lines for you." And we never see him again in Deadpool 2. And here in Deadpool and Wolverine, we see he's gonna say something to Deadpool, and then Deadpool says, "No speaking lines for you." I got a little chuckle because I just saw Deadpool 2, so I remember. Deadpool loves cocaine, man. Cocaine is expensive, but yeah, it would be awful to have a bunch of cocaine right now and watch Deadpool and Wolverine. It would be awful. Come to think of it, I never watched a movie while on cocaine. So maybe not cocaine. Kinda. Let's not go down that route. Have you tried to paint a painting portrait on ecstasy? Not a good time. I had a deadline. Someone spilled, drugged me. Wasn't me, someone drugged me. So I was gonna do this portrait, and I was not in the mood to do a portrait. I was like, doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Yeah. To catch you fuckers up, he has broken up. I guess she broke up with him. And Deadpool and the lady I never learned the name of, the stripper, they're broken up. And the family that they had in at the ending of the second Deadpool family is mostly gone. There's a bunch of whole other people there. Colossus is here. Where he has some of comment about Cable that he didn't. The test audience didn't like him or something. So maybe there's something that I like Cable. I just thought Cable should be a bigger fucking guy than Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the Marvel Jesus joke never was funny to begin with, and he says that several times throughout the film. I think. Nah, that don't land, but most of the joke does. Jokes. Most of the jokes does. Okay, so none of them were crying when they saw the Logan dying thing on the TV screen, but they were like in awe. And this one main British guy, he was like quoting, like mimicking he's seen it many times. But it's just from the film, it's like in one of the Star Trek films where like they talk about something that happened previous film, like, oh, this is, and they have this screen and they talk about it, but it's just from the fucking film. Like, who filmed that? In universe, who filmed that? Where did they get a camera from? Was there a camera in like Will Smith reference from the Oscars? Fuck Will Smith, by the way. That was not a clever, that was a reference. I liked it. Montage. It's a montage finding the Wolverines. The British guy, the head of the whatever corporate office, like multiverse crap, the British guy. I don't think he fits. He in my mind he should be more serious. And now he just has this monologue about whatever, and he gets a sandwich, and he says thank you, and he eats the sandwich. For me, that doesn't land. I remember many of his things for me. Oh, fuck, that was so cool 5 minutes ago. For me, many of his things doesn't land, and if it sounds like I'm shitting on this film, it's not. Well, I'm thoroughly enjoying this film, and I love this film. It's just that I can't like say continuously just say, "Oh, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome," right? It's just I'm enjoying watching this film. So when I find something to like talk about, that's when I film. So yeah, it's great. It's great. Oh, fuck. I'm not a comic book guy, but I've seen enough to enjoy them. Kind of goofy, kind of cartoonish X-Men uniform. So when I've seen all the other X-Men films, it's it's underwhelming to say the least. X-Men was Dark Phoenix had all right uniforms. It was a mix between the two, but seeing Wolverine in this, yeah, and when he gets his helmet on, as a fan service thing doesn't work on me because I'm not an X-Men guy or a Marvel guy, but I know enough like that matters, right? And like objectively, I'm not a comic book nerd, especially not Marvel. It just looks more interesting with the yellow shit, you know. It just looks more interesting than the black. I hate how Giants Bryan Singer made every fucking choice he made. Like, oh no, black uniforms. It's so boring. So that's cool to see him in that uniform, and I like the backstory they gave him because the X-Men died, and they always wanted him, especially Xavier. I think wanted him to use that uniform, but then they died, and then he started using the uniform, and he never took it off or something. Wasn't it something like that? But yeah, seriously, it looks good. And for some reason, again, I'm not a Marvel guy or X-Men guy. I want to fucking see Scott Summers, Cyclops, whatever, with that suit from the cartoon, from the TV, the fucking thing, you know? That's what I want. Looking at their chemistry, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, or Deadpool and Wolverine, I sort of feel bad for Cable in Deadpool 2, because watching Deadpool 2, it felt kind of like they really wanted Wolverine, but they couldn't, so no, they couldn't, so they had him, kind of, because it's the same sort of relationship, really, but I feel like what happened to Cable? Was there some truth in what Deadpool say about test audiences and everything? Because their chemistry in this, as a like, yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine in this film really, really makes the whole thing fun. They work brilliantly together. It's like a good old fashioned body cop comedy. So what has happened since last? I don't know because I charged my phone, but they had the Honda. Shitting pills. I should take my shitting pills. But they had the Honda Fight, I don't know cars, but I remember Honda because clearly there's oh god damn, I forgot that. A product placement thing, right? So the handout fight was really cool film and everything. And then they woke up at Cameo Land. Electra, Channing Tatum, and my brother's favorite character ever, favorite character, favorite slash actor ever, Wesley Snipes slash Blade. Yeah, my brother, my brother loves the Blade films for some reason. He thinks those are the best. They're all right, but whatever. And Daphne Keane, and she has grown up, and not gonna say anything more about that. But now they are fighting the people at the Ant-Man thing. And Deadpool and Wolverine's plan is to take the because Magneto's fucking helmet is fucked because Magneto was dead, so they had to use Juggernaut's helmet, and yeah. So that's the plan, and yeah. A song reminds this playing a song. She has the thing that what's his face, Doctor Strange thing. A song there that reminds me of Joker. How do you think about Joker? I have opinions. Sadly, I agree with the rest of the whole fucking universe about the second one. That is a piece of shit film. So I'm not a contrarian there, at least. Okay, I'll say this: that the whole Void thing is, cool. It's interesting and everything. It's a good movie, but when they're out of the Void, it's like, finally. And I guess that means that if you call the Void thing as the second act, I would say that the first and the third act are better than the second act. But yeah, now things are happening. Like a prayer and Madonna and everything. That's a good fucking choice of song. Yeah. One thing I want to say, and this is about the Deadpool films in general. Okay, so there's a lot of meta humor and very deep, I would say deep cuts. Like, maybe you in America understands that. I'm a film guy, so I understand the references. I do. Every single one. And but I was thinking about my dad, Norwegian man, 72. All Norwegian people are above average when it comes to English, but when it comes to like meta humor and talking about things like Fox and Disney buying Fox, and there's a lot of deep cut jokes, and I think like how many people gets those jokes, and is that an American thing that people get that? Because I have my brother, he again, Norwegians, especially our generation. My dad is 72, maybe not so much, but our generation. My brother is 40 this year, but we know English. English is a thing we learn in Norway because we have something called education. And sorry. Anyway, he's a gamer. He's a gamer, and he's not a movie guy, and he's not a television guy, TV show guy, or a comic book guy. So I'm like, does he understand the aspect of meta, or the references or anything? I'm just curious about, like, I'm having a blast, but again, there's a lot of fucking jokes that I understand because I'm a movie guy. So I'm just curious about how that whole aspect of it. The sets looks like sets, but again, it's kind of charming. But I have to state that. I have to say that. Oh, Pyro died, but yeah, the sets really looks like sets. Like the Dark Phoenix one. Th- that was that was a lot of sets. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the best fucking sequence in the whole movie. The whole Deadpool. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Like a bird. They're fucking killing everybody. I love it. Also, when this end of the film, when they're doing the Wrath of Khan thing, but are they really? No. Yeah. From here on now is super great. Each super great. I love that Deadpool says directly that the multiverse thing sucks. And yeah. I'm curious about the next fucking Doomsday, whatever. Can we please stop with the multiverse thing? It does. Ugh. Life is a misery. Every day you come out. Oh, that scene is now, bitch. The nice pull has been killed. Yo, fuck this. This is so fucking awesome.
Holy shit. You saved the good stuff for special occasions? Killing mostly. What's the wind resistance on those blowjobs?
Yeah.
Sorry. Gaddy bitch and I'm jealous. Alright, let's do this. Maximum.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 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 no. This is so great. This is fucking great. Violence. There we go. That's a scene though. And you know fucking what? I want to say this that that Wolverine with his mask on. It's like what together this film is like 1 minute or 2 minutes. We see him with the mask on, but wow, he really kind of feels like a different character or more Wolverine than we're used to see. If that makes sense, it's kind of a Batman thing going on, and I'm digging it. You know, like the fact that they haven't done this before 2020. What four? This came out. I really dig it. Like the few minutes we've seen with the fucking thing on, and I'm not a comic book guy. It's a different vibe, man, and but it's still Wolverine, and it's the darkness, the seriousness. It's the Batman thing. He's got the Batman thing going on. Fuck. Fuck. Hey, you don't have to do this. I'm not doing it because I have to do this. I am doing this because they have to do whatever the fuck. Arc. Character arc. He just says it out, flat out, you know? So is this one of the X-Men franchise's best films? Yeah, maybe. This one or Logan. MCU. Yeah. I can't like think of an MCU movie that's better than this one for me. I guess people want to see Infinity War or whatever the fuck. They're fine, you know. But I thoroughly enjoy this one, and it's a great fun time. It's not necessarily the Dark Knight or the Batman, which I adore. But it's as I said, like the '90s body cop films. Like I have had a beef with Hollywood when it comes to that kind of films in the last 10, 15, 20 years. Before you had Lethal Weapon, you had 24, things like that. Action first, then comedy, right? Comedy came out of the action. Then you had the remix, the 21 Jump Street, 120 whatever Jump Street. You had kind of films like that, which comedy was first, and then action. And I kind of missed, like deeply missed action first, then comedy. And I kind of feel that with this one. Like there's a lot of comedy, but things are taken serious. Like 21st Jump Street. I like those movies, but there's comedy first, and not much seriousness behind it. And this there is seriousness. There are stakes. There are like things you can take seriously. And yeah, I guess the last time we saw that was, you could argue, 2016, 2000, yeah, 16, The Nice Guys by Shane Black. But yeah, I love this film. I love this film, and this is the end of the X-Men March month thing I get going. This is the end, and for the 0 people who have watched all of them, I thank you. Thank you, and I appreciate you, everyone who just that you visit and see like 30 seconds of my fucking stupid dumbass videos. I appreciate it. I know this is shit. I am aware. So I appreciate just a little, visit, a little. I don't expect much more than that. All right, so yeah, that was X-Men March, and not a huge fan of the X-Men films in general. They're fine. They're fine. But the films I liked the most were the films that weren't X-Men titled. The only good X-Men film was Days of Future Past, in my opinion. And the three other films that I thought were good are the Wolverine, Logan, and Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, you had okay, if Deadpool 2, Deadpool 1, sure. But yeah, and I kind of schlock wise, I enjoyed X-Men Origins Wolverine and the fuck, kinda, Apocalypse. Uh, what's it called? The fucking Dark Phoenix. As I said in that in the review, it felt like it's a film you feel bad for. You know, like, I believe in you, and that in itself has a charm. But yeah, X-Men 2, nah. X-Men 1, all right, you started the thing. All right. X-Men 3, not as bad as everyone says. I was actually very disappointed by X-Men First Class. Days of Future Past is good. Apocalypse is kind of schlock, but a little bit too long. Dark Phoenix is a good time. Like it isn't too long, and it fucks up a lot. But its mindset is in the good. You know, it's on the right path, kind of. Deadpool 1. It's alright. It's fun, but without Deadpool, it's the thing I've said before. It's the first, second, third act, and it's very safe structure wise. Second Deadpool, therefore, I like more because it's just not that safe, you know, structure. Logan, good. Yeah, the Wolverine was good, except for the third act. If I'm not remembering it, it's pure basic. Well, whatever. Bye.